Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, I'm Shakiba from Marketing Team. Welcome to another episode of Bubbly Talking Show. As you know, Bubbly Talking Show is a kind of travel talk in which we're gonna be talking with different tourists and see the world from their point of view. Here we have a nice guest from Morocco, but she lives now in Spain, and we want to talk about her difficult experience for migration to another country for education. Hi, Hinda.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Yes, I'm Hind. I have like now 27 years old, and I'm from Morocco. I was studying and working in Morocco. I studied programming, and then I work in web marketing. And now I'm in Spain for studying web programming.
Good, nice. And so we can start our talking. Why you choose Spain for migration and for your education?
Why I use Spain? Actually, because I love Spain,
Mhm.
and I'm in the south of Spain, and I was traveling like I was traveling many times to Andalusia, the south of Spain,
Mhm.
and I really love it. Like the weather is nice, there is sun. The weather is similar of Morocco, so it's not really hard for me, and I love sun. I don't love cold places, so here
Spanish
is
song is
perfect.
so
Like
good. Spanish song is so nice. And the Spanish dancer.
yeah, yeah, and I love the culture, the music, and the Spanish people. They are also open, warm, and they like live music. The food
Mm.
is really so nice, and yeah.
And how was the process of migration? I mean, for someone who wants to migrate to Spain, was it a hard process or not?
Yeah, actually, it was really hard. It's not easy because like there is some illegal immigration, and
Mhm.
especially like all Africa to immigrate in Europe. Like the door of Africa is Morocco, so everyone is going to Morocco to get it to Europe by entering to Spain. So like the process is really hard when they required many hard things that you have to get to have for getting the visa, like money, and it's really a long process and really complicated process. But
Mhm.
I came with the touristic visa, but I changed my touristic visa here in Spain. So I didn't do the normal process as every student doing in Morocco.
So you mean that you didn't apply for any university before come to Spain?
No. I apply for university when I was in Morocco, and then when I get accepted by the school, I just come because I had a visa of 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
So I came to Spain with my touristic visa. And in Spain, there is like a law, and you can change your touristic visa to a student visa. But you need some, like the money, and the process is bit similar as you do it in Morocco, but more or less um, easier.
Mm-hmm. So,
Because you are already here, when you are already in the country, they will give you the residency as a student. Like there is more chance that they will give you the residency than if you in Morocco.
so you mean that if someone wants to travel to Spain as education, she or he can get a tourist card, come to Spain, and after that change this visa to the education. Yes.
Yes, anyone. I think anyone from all the world, if he
Mm-hmm.
come to Spain for a tourist, and he like studying here, and he found a school, private school or public school or university. Then he apply and he gets accepted. He can change the visa from touristic to residency.
Was it expensive
With
country
coming
for
there.
living or not? As a someone who wants to
Comparing to
migrate.
it's depending the city, because the north, for example, is more expensive than the south. But like the most students, they come to the south, especially to Malaga or Granada. Granada, there is like so many students from all the world, and they go there for study because the universities, they have good reputation, and also the life is not expensive. Actually, for me, I found that here in the south it's more or less similar than the life in Morocco. So it's not really so expensive as Germany or French or other country. No, it's less expensive.
And how about the people there? Was it warm for someone who come from another country?
Yeah, it depends. In my experience, I really meet nice people here, and I have already friends in Spain, and I have one friend that she helps me a lot, and she's amazing. And I guess the people here, they are warm and they are really friendly, and they like talk, they like life, they like go for coffee or for dance. Or now it's a bit complicated because of coronavirus, and people, they are afraid a bit to meet other people. But in general, in Spain, people are very friendly and very nice.
Is that how compromise with being alone in another country? Wasn't it hard for you?
Actually, normally I was living out of my family house from 21 years old, I guess, and I was like most of time living alone, like with other people, but alone, not with family. But it's not same in Morocco. Like I was living with friends, so I have many friends, and you feel like you are in your country. Here, it was really hard, and it's still hard actually, especially now this year when there is like so much strict restriction. You can't go out, and sometimes, and like the many confinement. So it's really hard, like to live in alone, to start without friend, without your family. It's not easy as I was like imagine. It's a bit hard, but also it makes you more confident and responsible, and like you can grow up with this experience, and also you learn how to be alone.
So now you don't have any job there?
No, I don't have job yet. I hope I can get a job soon, but now it's really not easy. Spain now, economically, it's really living like hard moments.
In case of income or economical situation, I mean that if you have work, you can pay for everything.
Yeah, I guess depend the work and depend the city. As I said before, like if you live in big cities, you will pay more for the rent. You will, like, the life is more expensive, the transportation and everything. But if you live in small cities and the south in general, it's really not expensive. So if you have work, you will live good. Like your salary will be, in my point of view, like it's okay to live here, and you will be able to pay everything if you have a job. But it's dependent If you are living in Madrid or Barcelona
Barcelona.
or big cities, like, see, the rent is really expensive. So the half of the salary will be just for the rent in a place, you know. So, and it's depending about your work if you getting good salary or not.
Job have a better situation in Spain, or what major if they apply for some special major, the university accept them soon?
I guess economy or anything have relation with IT, informatics. I guess in all the world now, and also in Spain, also anything have relation with tourism, like guide or chef, like the kitchen thing, restoration,
hotel management, yeah.
Yes, because in Spain, like before, it was like really this is really very probable that you will get accepted in school, in the universities and the schools, and also it's very probably that you, after you're finishing your study, you will for sure find the job very easily.
Have you ever traveled to important cities in Spain? I mean, that Barcelona and something like that. If yes, how was it? Because
Barcelona,
if you ask someone about Spain, just pop up the Barcelona and the Barcelona team, and just like this. Did you visit this city?
Yeah, Barcelona. Yeah, Barcelona, it's very famous. Actually, I didn't be in Barcelona yet, and it's like other cities very nice, and like the south is amazing. Sevilla is my favorite city in Spain. It's really so nice. Granada, if you want to see Alhambra and the history of Arabs and Muslims in Andalusia, it's really amazing to go and visit Alhambra. It's fantastic. It's really something like Florence in Italy or Roma. It's really amazing. Malaga also. I was this week I was in Malaga, and really it's also a very nice city. What else? Like there is some Iceland, very nice. I was in Mallorca before last year. 2 years ago, I was in Mallorca, and it's really a very beautiful Iceland. If you want to enjoy the beach and the sun, when there is like so many Germans and people from cold places, you know, they go there for enjoying the sun and the beach. It's really amazing.
For summertime.
Yes. And the weather is like all the year sunny and warm, not really so cold. Even now, it's not really so cold.
That's nice. So,
but Barcelona for like I wasn't be there yet.
It's for future plan, yeah.
I hope so. Not yet.
How was your feeling in the first days of migration?
Ooh.
You never cry? I think if I migrate to another country, I just cried.
You want to immigrate?
No, I just immigrate to another city for my education, but not another country, just another city with 6 hours from my home.
Oh. And like, do you want to go to another country?
I like to, because the situation here is a little hard about the job and work. It's very good destination for travel. Iran is very good destination for someone who wants to travel to Iran, because everything is cheap and he or she can enjoy so much. But about living a little hard and a little hard to find the best job depends on education. So in this case, I like to immigrate, but I don't have any certain plan for immigrate to where, immigrate for education or for work. I don't know exactly, but I like it because of just the situation.
Yeah, I understand. And I was like, it was same situation of me. And for immigrating to Spain, I was traveling first to France because the borders was closed between Spain and Morocco. So I was obligated to go to France first, and then when I go there, I have a friend in France, and I was like, I don't know if I will be able to enter or not because of coronavirus and stuff. And I was like in France, and then when I was like in the borders, and the policeman he stamped in my passport, and he gave me the passport. I was like, wow, finally I'm here, and I didn't believe. Like first, it was like, really, I'm here. It was like really one of my I can't explain this feeling because I was working a lot for getting the plan succeed and for coming here. And in one point it was like really like impossible. Like it was like oh no, now is not the best not the best year for doing this. And also it was like not possible because of coronavirus and the borders was closed. But I did it. I don't know how. And it was like really amazing feeling. Like I never was happy at that day. I was like, wow, I did it. I'm here finally. It was like one day before it was like impossible, and now I'm here. And yeah, it's amazing feeling when you want something and you make it true.
So you have a good
It's
chance, I
amazing.
think, because all the
Yeah,
doors
yeah,
are
like that.
closed, and finally you can enter to
Yeah,
Spain.
I had chance actually. It was like really impossible, and it was clear that I can't do it. And everyone around me, he was like, "Oh, really, it's not possible." And I was believing that it's not possible, but I was like, I will try until the end. I will go to the airport and I will see. And I go there, and then they say to me that the borders are closed between Morocco and Spain, but maybe there is a chance if I go to France. And I was like, okay, I will go to France. And I changed my ticket, my flight ticket from Morocco, Spain to Morocco, France. And I go there. I was in the borders and I was waiting my turn. And I was like, okay, now the policeman he will makes me back to Morocco. But then he didn't even talk to me. He just take my passport and he say bonjour, and he say bonjour, and then he stamp in my passport and he gave me the
Finally!
passport. I was like, what, what? Like I did it. Wow! And because I was not believing that I will did it, that I didn't have so much clothes with me. Now I'm living with a little bit of clothes and stuff because I didn't have all the things with me.
Mm. So you have
Yeah.
very hard situation, I think. But finally, I'm so glad that you finally can pass this hard situation. Which country did you travel until now?
I travel in Morocco, in my country, and I travel in Italy,
Mhm.
France, and Spain until now.
So, what's your idea about Iran?
Oh, Iran, it's really my dream is traveling to Iran. I love Iran so much. I love the culture. I love the country. I love everything. Like I watch in YouTube every vlog about Iran. Really, like I watch so much about Asfahan, about Tehran, about all the cities where I can travel in Iran, and I'm really dreaming to travel very, very soon to Iran. It's a bit complicated with the visa stuff,
Mhm.
but we will see. We will
But
see. I think
it's not
I know the
difficult.
process.
It's not difficult for someone who live in Morocco or someone who live in Spain. It's just a little hard for someone who live in US or Canada or England.
Okay, okay.
But the
So I hope
process for
that
you is
I
easy.
can be able to travel in Iran soon.
Do you have any
I really
recommendation?
love
Do you
this.
have any recommendation for those who didn't know anything about Iran, hate Iran because of the media or something like that? As someone who aim to travel to Iran.
I would say that people they have to open their hearts more and open their minds more. Like we don't have to believe everything in the media. Actually, we don't have to believe the media because it's politic things and they just it's just about politics. So if you want to know the country more, you have to visit the country. And I didn't visit yet Iran, but I watched the videos in YouTube and everyone traveling to Iran, he said that it's the best experience, the best travel experience in his life or her life. And everyone say that the people are very, very nice. And this is clear because Persian, like I think it's something natural, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I would recommend to everyone to really visit Iran and see the country very, very like to have personal contact with people and with the country, decide if this country is good or not. You can just have idea from the media. This is not fear.
Yes, you can.
And I would like really love to visit Iran as soon as possible. That's one of my dreams. And when I was in Italy, I was with a friend, like my best friend. She's from Lithuania,
Mhm.
and we was there, and we were this time talking about Iran and talking. Oh, we want to go there soon. How we can make it? And she was showing me pictures in Tehran about the mosque and the architect and everything. And I'm also I'm fan and I like the Iranian cinema.
Mm-hmm. The movie,
So yes,
Iranian movie.
yes, I like
Really?
Iranian movies. I know so much about Iran, and also like the first experience to know more about Iran is because of Sufism, and I was reading to Rumi and some Sufist, and I know that there was Persian. Then I was like I'm interested about the Persian culture. Then I was Iran, and I was like Iran, it's danger country and da. But then I was looking in internet and looking in YouTube, and I see some people who travel into Iran, and they say that oh, it's really very safe, and the people are very nice, and like it's not as they said in the media. So I was like, wow, I want to go there. I want definitely to go there.
Yes, and if you something, it's something that is very interesting for me as an Iranian is that if you search Iran on Google and see the image there, everything is dangerous. But if you search Iran on YouTube and see the vlog, you can see that it's not. It's everything is different, and you can see very familiar people, very nice architecture, as you told, and something like that. It's interesting for me as an Iranian when I search something in Google or something like that.
Yeah. Like the stereotype who gives the media, it's really awful. And I was thinking before that Iran, the people that they live in, no, like very, they are not really so much. I don't know the word. Like I think that they are not very modern. But then I watch the videos and I see the girls how modern they are, and like there is many people speak very good English. There is like some like I guess most of people are good educated, and I was like, wow, this is really what the people have to know about Iran, not just the danger thing, not just the terrorism, not just the nuclear
Yeah,
thing, and
yeah, I know. And when one time I just asked someone about Iran, and he told me it's a desert. It's not a country. I made a video about Iran last time, and I told that some people think that it's like a desert than a country, but it's not true. It's just a country with
yeah.
full of architecture.
Yeah, this stereotype is very bad, very bad. And I was thinking also that Iran, the most of the land is desert. But then I watch some vlogs and some amazing nature, like
Yes,
very green, and I was like, wow, this is Swiss or Iran. It's really amazing.
yes, it has lots of nature places in North and also in the south of Iran. In every season, if you come to Iran, you can enjoy with four-season country, and you can enjoy every moment there. Okay, something that I wanna to ask for the end of our talking is about that. Do you have any recommendation for someone who wants to migrate to Spain as education or as an to help them? Some tips that you experiences that can help other people.
Yeah, if someone wants to come to Spain for for studying, I will recommend to everyone to learn the Spanish before coming here, because here like no one speak English or any other language. They just speak Spanish. So if you want to make it in Spain, you have to know Spanish. I'm now struggling. I was like, I know a little of Spanish, and I was like, I understand Spanish, but I didn't talk very well, very fluent Spanish. And I was like, okay, I will make it when I'm there, and I'm speaking English, French, like it's not very hard. But then when I come, it's really very, very hard. Even like the professors, and this is was really strange for me, because normally informatic or programming professors, they speak English, and here they don't speak English, they just speak Spanish. So I was like, it was like shock for me. So if you want to come to Spain, the first thing you have to learn Spanish. But then the country is really nice. There is like the weather is wonderful, and they have good food. The people are friendly and warm, and yeah, the majority of people, they are friendly, and you wouldn't have any problem. But the only problem is the language,
Language.
that no one speak English, or very, very few people who speak in English.
How about the rent
Even the
a
young
house there?
people.
Rent a house.
To rent the house, there is like there is two big platforms
Mhm.
where everyone use for renting.
What's the
One
platform?
is called Mil Anuncios. One is called Mil Anuncios, and the other one Idealista. These two big platforms when you can find rent, And also in Facebook, like in my case, I just went by groups in Facebook. I was looking in because I'm living in in a small city near to Malaga. You just have to put the name of the city where you live in Facebook and renting in this city. So then many groups will be there, and you can just rent from Facebook, from groups in Facebook, talking directly to the person. It's a little bit hard renting here because Spanish people, they don't trust now so much in Arabs in general. Yeah, but it depends. If you are a good educated person and then you meet the person, or you talk with him or with her, then they can recognize that you are a good person. They will rent for you.
That's good. And what about the process? Do you have any suggestion for someone who to migrate, process of getting visa or something like? Tips that is useful for someone?
Actually, I can recommend or go advices to people from Morocco because I know the process, all the process. But people from Iran, I don't know how to help them.
It's just a worldwide. Maybe it can help to someone who live in Morocco to migrate to Spain. So if you have any tips that can help, just tell it.
Yeah, I will recommend to people to have like little money for coming to Spain. It's not same as France or as Germany, because in France or Germany you can get work very more or less easily, but in Spain it's really so hard to have to get work as a student. So, and also it depends the city, but it's very preferable if you have some money with you before, and if you are also speaking Spanish, it's amazing and it's very necessary. In Spain, there is law that you can work 4 hours if you are a student, 4 hours every day, but it's really hard. The process it's complicated, so it's very near to impossible, you know. So, and also the program and the study, it's really instant. And if you don't know the language, you will not be able to work and study.
Okay.
Because you will have struggles with the language, and everything will be new for you, the system and everything. So it's really hard to just engage yourself in the system, and you will not be able to work from the 3 or 4, 5 first months, you know.
Okay, thank you so much, Hinda, for being in our episode. We enjoy a lot, and that our audience can use your tips, and if they want to migrate or travel to Spain, can use your knowledge, and after that try to apply or try to travel there. Thank you so much.
Thank you for you, and I hope that I can be able to visit Iran very soon also.
Yes, and I'm so glad if you come to Iran and see you, and if our company can do for you anything during your process for traveling to Iran.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. See you. Bye-bye.
Have a good day. See you, and warm hugs to everyone in Iran.
Thank you. Bye-bye.